Cameron Masters Hawk Challenge Nutritional Consultation. Hello Ahab, my name's Cameron.
Hello.
Good to meet you. Now, I understand you're here to talk about your nutrition.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, to start, I'll just tell you about my scope of practice, what I can and can't do. Okay? What I can do is provide you information about your diet, healthy eating. I can recommend good eating practices. However, what I can't do is I can't prescribe diets. I can't give you medical advice. That's the job of a nutritionist or a dietitian. Okay?
Right.
Now, usually with diets, they're based off the Australian Dietary Guidelines. I have a copy of them here. I will leave you with this copy so you know the general basis, but I'll walk through it with you, okay? So, Guideline 1, to achieve and maintain a healthy weight, be physically active and choose the amounts of nutritious food and drinks that meet your energy needs. That basically just means remaining active during the day, getting the right amount of exercise and eating the correct foods daily. Yeah? Okay, so guideline 2, enjoy a wide variety of nutritious foods from the 5 food groups every day. The 5 food groups being, I have a copy here, there we go. So, 30% of your diet should be grains and cereals, okay? So, rice, pasta, oatmeal, things like that, okay?
Yes.
The other 30% will be vegetables,
Right.
so leafy green veg, I'm sure you've seen veg before. Okay, 20% of your diet should be lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, tofu, protein-rich sources, so lean chicken breast and fish are always good options to go for when you're looking at your protein intake. And the other 20% is split between dairy, so milk and cheese, etc., and fruit. Okay? Things you should try and avoid are things like processed foods, fizzy drinks, alcohol, things with high saturated fat and high sugar content. Okay? It's recommended that you only use small amounts of oil, especially for things especially when you're cooking. And I would recommend, and the government recommends that you use healthy oils, so avocado oil, sesame seed oil, olive oil, etc. Alright? You should also try and get 2 to 2.5 litres of water every day to remain hydrated. That's the general level of water you need per day. Okay, so now we've talked about that one. Guideline number 3 is limit the intake of foods containing saturated fat and salt and added sugars, including alcohol. So pies, pasties, pastries, all these things have large amounts of saturated fat and butter and salt in them. Try to avoid them. Same with fizzy drinks and alcohol as well. They have a very high sugar content. You should try to avoid those daily. It's okay to have a few. They are known as discretionary items, but you should try to avoid them as much as you can. Okay. The fourth guideline is not really relevant to you, but it's encourage, support and promote breastfeeding. Fifth guideline is care for your food and prepare and store it safely, which basically means making sure you're storing your food correctly. So cooked food and raw food are kept separately on different shelves. When you're making your food, making sure your meat is all cooked through correctly and everything's stored at the correct temperature. Alright, I'll leave you with that copy.
Thank you.
So, now we've talked about the Australian Dietary Guidelines, I just want to talk to you about your goals. What is it you want to get out of this nutritional session?
Well, I'm at the moment I'm 75 kilos and I've just recently started playing football and I'd like to build some extra muscle. I've got 6 weeks to the first game, so I'd like to put on about 5 kilograms in 6 weeks.
Okay, so to reiterate, your goal is to put on 5 kilos of lean muscle mass in 6 weeks?
Yes, that's correct.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you some questions about your diet so we can get an idea as to how we can go about achieving your goal, okay? This is called the Dietary Habits Questionnaire, okay? It's a super easy piece of documentation to fill out, but I'll walk through it with you just to get an idea, okay? So we'll start with your name.
Ahab Willis.
Ahab. Excellent. The date is the 23rd 22nd, 22. Alright. So dietary goal, as you mentioned before, was to put on 5 kilos of lean muscle mass in 6 weeks.
That's correct.
Okay, 2 puts on 5 kilos of lean muscle mass in 6 weeks. Alright. Do you have any special dietary requirements?
Well, I try to eat food that's not halal, so
Okay.
Halal certified. So as a result, my meat and my dairy intake's quite low.
Okay.
I'll be observing Ramadan in the next month, and such I won't be consuming any food between dawn and sunrise and sunset.
Excellent. Okay, well we can work around that. Halal, meat and dairy, and observation of Ramadan. Excellent. Okay, so here's the questions I want to ask you. So first one being, how many serves of vegetables do you usually eat per day? 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, or 6 and more?
I would say I probably eat 4 to 5.
4 to 5, excellent. How many serves of fruit do you usually eat today? 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, or 6 plus?
2 to 3, I think.
2 to 3, brilliant. Right, good track here. Question number 3, how many serves of bread and cereals do you usually eat today? 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, and 6 more.
I eat quite a lot of bread and pasta and noodles and rice, because I'm not very good at cooking.
Okay, yeah.
So I kind of, when I do cook, it's not...
It's easier to prepare.
It's easier, yeah.
Okay, no problem. So how many do you reckon you eat?
Oh, yeah, most of my diet, so yeah, 6 plus.
Okay, no problem. We can work with that. Number four, how many serves of dairy do you usually consume a day? 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 6 plus. Now, you did mention that you are halal, so you don't eat a huge amount of meat and dairy.
Yeah, not very much. 0 to 1.
Okay.
On the dairy, I think.
Yep. And serves of meat per day? Question 5. How many serves of meat do you eat per day?
That is also very low.
Okay.
I struggle to find halal meat. So.
Okay, so I'll put 0 to 1. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Next question is about discretionary choices. So things like ice cream, lollies, chips, meat pies, sausage rolls, all that sort of thing, and alcohol as well. Basically everything that tastes good but is horrible for you. Okay,
Right.
so how many serves do you reckon you eat per week? So 0 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, or more than 10?
Well, because I work part-time in hospitality, I do tend to get subways quite a lot after work.
Ah, okay.
So I would say 7 to 9.
Between 7 and 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't drink alcohol because I'm Muslim, so that's not a problem.
Okay, no problem. All right. Okay, so the next question is, does this client require a referral? I will put no for now, however, I'll be more than happy to refer you should you need a referral. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I have a few nutritional strategies for you that you can use, okay? From the information you've given to me, okay? So, I understand that during Ramadan you have to have a limited window in which to eat, okay? So, I would recommend that you try and prioritise good quality protein and complex carbohydrates, because you are looking to build muscle, and fueling growth is very important because you can train weights and go as hard as you like. However, if your body can't repair and grow, then it's like driving a truck with no diesel. You're not going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So the second piece of advice I would give you is meal prep. Trying to meal prep and your food in the morning, I'm sure, is a nightmare for some, especially when you have to wake up that early. Okay? So even though your cooking skills might not be the best, I would highly recommend you start implementing meal prep into your routine, okay? Because meal prep allows you to make your meals ahead of time, so you can save a lot of trouble in the long run, as it allows you to stick to a consistent diet that meets all your macronutrient needs throughout the day, Okay? It'll also help you get rid of those extra subways you're having at the end of the night because you have prepped food. Alright? Alright, so, and the last piece of advice I can give you is just having a more balanced diet. You will be surprised what a good balanced diet can do for you. Alright? It'll also help maintain your energy levels, especially through Ramadan, because you're spending the whole day not eating, so you need to make sure you get good quality food. Even though things like pasta are easy to make, eating large amounts of carbohydrates can cause you to crash. Now, crashing is where your blood sugar drops and your body has burned through all the carbohydrates, causing fatigue, brain fog, and just a general lack of energy. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last bit of advice, bit of an extra, it's not to do with nutrition at all. All it is I would recommend you get a PT because you're after building muscle. A PT will be able to write you out a exercise program that you can do in the gym and give you some semblance of a pathway that you can take to achieve your goal. Okay?
Fantastic.
Okay, well that concludes our nutritional session. Anyhow, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. And should you want to find more out about your diet and your nutrition, I'll be more than happy to recommend you to a nutritionist. Okay? Nutritionist, sorry.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you very much. All right.